Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, elders, the great millstone, the Wua, and teacher, Shalom, to all the sincere Akim, pushing his truth on faith throughout the four corners of the earth. Well, Shalom to the 56 sisters, the Aquafim, listening and being obedient to husband at home, as well as to you, sincere Akim scattered abroad, and you went there scattered abroad as well. I say Shalom, come back at you with another lesson. Lord, want to be edified through the Spirit and power. This lesson going to be quick, edifying, straight to the point, Lord willing. Just something that's been on my spirit, you know, as we itching closer and closer, to, really the kingdom, man, to the rulership. It was the spirit too. It was 3 camps I was watching today. Memphis, Baton Rouge, which is my home camp. Memphis camp, where I'm stationed at right now, and New Orleans camp with Elder Yakanai, things of that nature. And they were, all talking, about the same thing. When I clicked on or when I was listening to it, 2 out of the 3 had brought up the brother. I think it's I don't want to butcher his name. I think it's Manatazak Banyamyam. Salaki, if I may be wrong on the brother name, but I know his page. Jim is get this work. Just either get this work too, or just get this work. And I actually watched the video that the brothers had brought out. Dealing with us being rulers, man. And I seen the video, I had to see what the brothers talking about. It's a powerful video, man. That only made me more to do this, video, which was, the affairs of this life, man. How we need to be, first and foremost, talking to myself, locked in on, this truth, man, on prophecy, man. So all this other shit, it don't matter, man. Like the Elder Yakanai had, went into it, man. You get to a point, man, like you don't care, about a lot of this stuff, man. You don't care about this world. You don't care how you looked at, at this world, man. Because when you serve the Lord, man, you're at enmity with the world, man. Because we're not what? We're not of the world, man. Therefore, we are at enmity, we are at odds with the world, man. Because this world only produces, of our kind, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as you, Jay scattered abroad. What do they portray for us, man? Drug dealing, gang banging, being a rapper, being a singer, or basketball, football player. Fucking catching the ball or a pigskin all damn day, man. What they say, coaches say you growing up, I know everybody that heard this. Yeah, man, you gotta use the talent that the Lord has blessed you with. You got length, you got speed. That's your God-given ability. But that's what they, portray for us, man. And when we come into the truth, man, we know that ain't the case, man. We're kings, man. We're rulers. Y'all just how we be at that elect number. We're gonna be, in the brothers, all camps. Your camps was, talking about the kingdom, man. How it's just gonna be beautiful, man. The Elder Kanak had went into it. Elder Kanak of Memphis camp, as well as San Francisco. Was just going into, basically the kingdom of heaven, man. Houses made out of literal crystals. How we gonna be able to go, unto the Heavenly Father, man. Yeah, we gonna have that authorization. Regular Jake ain't gonna be able to come into the Heavenly Father, but the elect will, man. And many more other things, he said, man. But all the camps was talking about the kingdom of heaven. So I'm like, man, I gotta do this video, man. It's like if I maybe ran it, but I had to, just give the little, backdrop, because it was all, in the spirit, man. all the camps, you know, I was watching, they was speaking of the kingdom of heaven, and all of them, well, not, I don't remember, y'all can not go into it, but yeah, like I said, 2 out of 3 had mentioned a brother, you know, that beautiful video, and I watched it. I'm like, that's right, man. You know, we're gonna have payback, you know, giving payback from Yahweh Shemel Shah to rule over these damn Edom nations, man, especially damn Edomites, man. And what hit my spirit was Elder Apostle Tahar saying, you know, y'all ain't gonna have no break, man. You know, we was like, we want y'all to work 3 days a week. You gonna do that? I'm like, because that's the same thing they do to us, man. You know, work us. Hell, sleet or snow, man. Every day, 3 days, every day of the week, man. Working us every day, man. So what's important, man? You know, knowing and seeing our nation, what's really important, man? Getting entangled with the affairs of this life, or getting back into the positive, as the Elder Abba Bivens was going into, man. The Lord showed us the negative on this side, man. Now we trying to get back to the positive, man. We trying to get the rulership, dominion, all this filthy world, man. Make it back righteous. You know? Yeah, not over Babylon, not over America, man. This place gonna be utterly destroyed. And it's time, man. This place, you know, these Edomites proud as hell, man. But you see the what? You see the flip of it, man. These Edomites, they through. All of them getting on Trump. You gonna, like I said, I go on Twitter. You know, they happy that brothers, apostles, and on down, they bring it out. They happy that Iran striking Tel Aviv. And they send so many damn gifts and memes in the comments. You know, saying, you know, all this, man, because they want this, you know, deep down what they want this place to fall as well, man. A lot of these Edomites, man, want this place to fall. They want Iran to strike, you know, Amalek ass over there, man. Because it's what? It's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's righteous indignation, man. His judgment, man. And it's about to be flow on the earth even more, man. I'm going to get this in the main scripture. This is 2 Timothy 2 and verse. I'm going to get it. Actually get it in the NLT. 2 Timothy 2. Get it in the... I think they have the NLT. Oh, they don't have the NLT on this one? Dang. Must be on their own computer or something. Alright, I'll get in NIV. See what the NIV going with today. Do a parallel. Oh, shoot. There you go. 2 Timothy 2 and verse 4. 2 and 4. So like in the NIV. Start with the NIV. It says no one servant as a soldier gets entangled in civilian affairs, but rather tries to please his commanding officer. And that's what we doing, man, because we want to get back into the positive, man. We want to get back into the good graces, you know, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Look at, you know, like I was saying, man, what have we looked at? Basketball player, a damn football player, you know, a drug dealer, a damn peasant, man. African American, black, Native American, Mexican, Hispanic, Jamaican, you know, Venezuelan, Puerto Rican, Dominican, you know, Trinidadian. Proverbs and bywords, man. That's all we looked at, man. Oh yeah, Elder Apostle Gabar said that, man, on that video. that the brother made, man. Soon we ain't gonna be the ones at the the butt or the laugh, at all these people jokes, man. We not gonna be the laughing stock in the earth, man. Soon all you damn Edomites, man, especially you damn Edomites, all you heathens, man, but especially you Edomites. And Brother Kaya has seen an Edomite walking. He was through, man. You see that, man. He might just be walking. Camp the Lord be just showing you the spirit of Babylon, man, through these Edomites. They just through. But he seen him, he just looked depleted. He just looked depleted, man. Kaya went, hey, this is the man. And that's what we're gonna be. That's what our children, gonna be saying in the kingdom, man. Like, is this the man that, that everybody feared, the hammer of the earth, man? That made all of the nations to drink of it, of a wine. The deadly wound that was healed. Like brother said, we're gonna have to go into them scriptures. Yeah, but at the end, Yahweh by Shem Yahweh bring them down, man. But we trying to make it to that point, man. Make it into the kingdom of heaven, man. Make it into rulership and dominion, man. So we in a time not to get entangled, not to be wrapped up, with all the affairs of this life. Let me turn my but with the affairs of this life, man. What it is to live for over here, man, like the Elder Tazamach was going into, man. Excluding his truth, of course, but what does Esau Edom, this place has to offer, man? The only way you're going to make it in this society is, with regular JC, man, you got to be wicked, man. You got to be like P. Diddy and all these different nasty Jakes, man, who made it to the so-called tip top, where Jake can make it. And all these things are coming out like, they doing this, they doing that behind closed doors. All these doggone freak parties and this, like, come on, man. But that's what Esau Edom is offering you, man. But what Yahweh by Shem Shah is offering you is way much greater, man. And in what? And in righteousness, man. But it's gonna take work. It's gonna take you being Kodash, holy, separate from this evil and wicked place. It's gonna take you being hated, by your family members, man. Cause they don't, the Lord didn't call them, man. And Lord willing, we'll be them chosen elect number. But the Lord didn't call them, man. So they're never gonna understand you. Even, just looking at our nations, tying into the scriptures, it's common sense. Just looking at the nations, like, damn, why we always, the last hire and first fire, man? Why we always the talk of the town, man, the talk globally of the nations, man? Why is even Iran mention us, man? It's saying we know your struggle and pain, the things of that nature, man. Jake still can't get it, man, because the Lord didn't call them. The Lord didn't open up their eyes, man. So no matter how plainly, you put it for 2/3, they're not going to get it, man. So they always going to look at you like you're the demon, man. So there's no point of casting your pearls before them, man, because they just going to regret it. They're going to spit it out, man. But that's a part of being in this truth, being humiliated by your relatives, man. What it said, prophet is not prophet is hated in his own country, something like that, or not acknowledged, roughly paraphrasing. Women, your rib coming up against you, man. Your children coming up against you. That's just a part of this truth, man. That don't mean you drop it, this truth and go back into the world, you do that, you through, man. You got feeble hands and weak knees, man. You do that, you all the way through, man. You gave up, this truth to appease or please, your women or your kids, man. Like brother say, man, fuck that. Excuse my Swahili. You can get that back in the kingdom of heaven, man. Cars, clothes, job deals, man. Not saying you can't take job deals, if it's a good opportunity, better paid with the woo. But first and foremost, as long as it matches up with this truth, man, going to camp, conference calls, chat, and things of that nature, you cool. But if it don't, hey, man, cut it off, man. Whatever is, hindering you, first and foremost, talking to myself, cut it off. Your rib, all that, man. I just say, hey, man, I don't know if you, deal with her currently, man. Love less, man. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you, man. You're the what to say, the Lord deals with men, man. So it's up to you, the men. The prophets, which are who? Which are men. It ain't up to, your rib, your woman, your kids. Nah, it's up to you. You the leader of the house, man. Verse 5. Oh no, that's really all I wanted. Oh no, 3, Salakia. I ain't reading verse 3. It says, join with me in suffering like a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua. That's right, man. It's about suffering, man. It ain't about the glamours, the rainbows, and the sunshines, and the, waking up every day just happy. Nah, man. A lot of the times, hell nah, man. You're not going to be happy, bro. Some days you're going to be crying, man. Some days you fall on your knees, you can't even say nothing, man. The Lord just, he feel your spirit, But that's just the beauty of this thing, man. The beauty of this truth, man. Because Yahushua, he had to go through the same thing, even much more. Thousands of people, thousands of Jake, man. Rejecting him. Spitting on him, things of that nature, hanging him up into a cross, saying, let his blood be upon, us and our children. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So we got to go through that same humiliation. El Apostle Gabar went into that too, man. We're going through the, of course on a smaller level, but we got to go through the humiliation as well, man. So why even entangle? Like, you're not going to be, you should get it through your head, man. Don't, you ain't going to be accepted by this world, man. F acceptance, man. We want to be rejected by this world. That's how you know you're doing the right thing, man. Nah, we're not preaching Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Yahweh, or damn blacks only, or Northern Kingdom only, or, all these damn wayward doctrines, man. Those are the world, man. But this truth, this is rejected by the world, man. They hate to see the northern and the southern kingdom come together as that one stick, man. And righteousness, though, no, man. Not damn Jesus Christ. That's what Esau Edom is doing, man. As Elder Yahshua went into it, all the things that's being done right now is in the name of what? Jesus Christ, man. Bombing at, everywhere and everything, man. In the name of JC, man. Nah, man. It's in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And now you see what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua moving things, man. As the prophet speaking, bam, 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 bam. Everything, is happening. Everything is coming to pass, man. Now everybody want to what? You want to come into the men of the Lord, man. The men of the, starting with the Apostle Torah on down, Lord, man. We be a part of that number who been preaching, this, man. Israel going to draw, all these nations out. And we see it, man. Now, Lord will not do a video on it. Suppose you got like UK, France, so, some of them European nations, then they made a deal behind closed doors with Iran, man. Because they gonna fit, them countries feeling more dealing with that strait than over here in Babylon the Great, man. You got Germany, France, publicly coming out and basically getting on Trump ass, man. Getting on Babylon the Great, getting on the whore. Like, hey, Iran, hey, leave us out of it, man. That was them. They didn't even give us intelligence, man, on what they didn't give us intel they're about to do what they're about to do, man. Because you got all these European countries like, whoa, what are you doing? You didn't even give us intel, man. You didn't even look at the repercussions. You didn't strategize, man. But that's what the whore do, man. They get down or lay down, man. But now, for this place to be overthrow, all these nations gonna have to come together and band together and throw this bitch down. And what? That's gonna happen, man. It's prophecy. It's Yahweh Shemiel Shai's, will, man. It's his purpose, man. So ending it off, why get tangled with the affairs of this life? Why get entangled with, man, I really want $20,000. Like, just how Jake think, man. Yachts and boats and all the newest J's and going out to all these damn Houston rodeos and man, let Jake had it, let 2/3 have that shit, man. Our main focus is prophecy. I want all these women. We gonna get that in. Whoa, nah. We gonna get that on this side, man, as well, man. Dealing with Isaiah 4:1, with Jacob's trouble, man. But that ain't for to happen for no regular ass Jake, man. That's gonna only happen for the men of the Lord, man. Because they gonna cleave unto who? The ones that have the wisdom. Because the ones that have that wisdom, mind your understanding, they're gonna be the ones that's gonna be fed. And that's what it's what the women flock to, man. You're gonna be going to no regular ass Jake with his stomach all twisted up and balled up like a crushed cold drink or a piece of paper, mouth hanging out wide, saving to spit the drink. Nah, man. You're gonna come into the prophets, man, and we're gonna be real picky like Yellow Apostle Tara going into, man. But with that, I just wanted to, make that lesson, man, of being laser focused on prophecy. I know I ran around a lot, but Lord willing, elect members, you understand, and it all, tied in and things of that nature. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shemiel, Shabbat, Shemar, Kakodash, divine to the apostles, bishops, elders, a great millstone, the woo and teacher, us, shalom, tell the sister, I can put your truth on faith of the focals of the earth. Detail, bubble, ball, question, shalom.